Born Vera Wang in June 27, 1949, in New York City, to a wealthy Chinese immigrant parents, the multi-talented young lady became one of the most foremost inspiring and influential in fashion industry, in particular wedding fashion. Prior to that, a professional figure skater, but she didn't make it to the Olympics, so she redirected her passion to fashion, where she made history as the youngest Vogue fashion editor after rising through the ranks. Wang spent 17 years at Vogue before deciding it was time for a solo career. She designed for the Kennedys. My first client was Ethel Kennedy, she said. Her son Max was getting married to a beautiful law student, and I spent 8 months on the dress. Her wedding dresses gained international acclaim as soon as it launched in the 90s. Her designs were made even more famous when they were purchased and worn by famous celebrities like Victoria Beckham, former Spice Girl, singing sensation Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. She married investor Arthur Becker in 1989. Seen here with Vogue CEO Anna Wintour. Over the decades, VW brand stood out from the competition, not only in bridal wear, but after expanding to fine jewelry, perfume, sunglasses, ready-to-wear, and shoes. There was no stopping this ambitious fashion icon. She was really clearly on fire. She had two daughters with Arthur Becker. However, they are separated. Ralph Lauren was one of her mentors. I was always taught that anyone should be able to pursue their dream and that the biggest crime is not to try, said Wang during an interview with a New York magazine after receiving a Life Achievement Award. That advice guided and motivated her to never give up on her dreams, even when the project is terrifying. I keep going because I didn't want to wonder what could have happened otherwise. At one stage, she moved to Paris to pursue the fashion designing course, but discovered it wasn't the kind of lifestyle she anticipated. Much as she loved occasional partying and drinking, she felt that there was too much of it going on and it was distracting. So she returned back to the States. Vera Wang received an offer from the famous New York-based designer Geoffrey Bain to join his company, but as fate would have it, Ralph Lauren was also interested in her joining his organization. According to VW, I turned down Geoffrey Bain's offer the day before I was supposed to start work and said yes to Ralph Lauren. It was 4 times what I have ever earned in my life, and it was very hard on me because I idolized Geoffrey, but he never spoke to me again. But I was 38, still living off my parents. I had to have some of my own money. Who could blame her when she put it that way? However, her hard work and dedication paid off. Her wedding business empire soared, becoming a household name worldwide. Millions of giddy eyes bride-to-be literally fought and fawned over her gowns. Everyone wanted a Vera Wang for their special day. She added ready to wear and in a year raked in a whopping sales of $200 million. Vera Wang understood a woman's need to look and feel their best. Also a woman with a great sense of humor, she once admitted to dyeing her hair because if I didn't, I would look like a skunk, she told one reporter. She understood the unglamorous side and hard work, risk and doubts that often accompanied successful designers. I was a young designer who had to go through growing pains, she said. However, it paid off. At the age of 63 in 2013, VW was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Council of Fashion Designers of America, CFDA. This award was presented by Ralph Lauren for her consistent creative influence on fashion. Ironically, this was a Geoffrey Bain Lifetime Achievement Award, and the same Geoffrey Bain that she turned down his job offer decades ago and chose to work for Ralph Lauren. Isn't that ironic? Ralph Lauren talked about why he chose her at that time. I saw a woman filled with a rare passion for fashion. Her dedication and talent helped shape an entire world inspired by her own life, first as a bride, wife, and then mother. VW said after she completed 5 years degree in art history at Sarah Lawrence College, she wanted to pursue her career in fashion design, but Daddy Warbucks wouldn't hear of it. He suggested his princess pursue a degree in law school and recommended Yale University, but Vera Wang was obstinate, like a prodigal daughter, and this came with harsh consequences. She would have to work to come up with the money, which she did. In 1989, Vera Wang married investor Arthur Baker. I was the girl who nobody thought would get married, she told an interviewer in New York Magazine in 2006, perhaps because she was very focused on her career. According to a BBC story, the one thing her husband-to-be Baker requested at the time was for her to come natural. Please do not come in fashion. Please look like a bride, he told her. However, VW is not someone who likes to be told what to do or nor compromises her style. She conveniently found a way to blend her Chinese heritage into the ceremony, which drew from Baptist and Jewish traditions. When she had multiple dresses, one for formal ceremony, the other for the reception party. It was Vera Wang who popularized the trend where brides slipped into a more festive party look for their wedding reception. Unfortunately, in 2012, Vera Wang's wedding hit the rocks, and she and husband Arthur Baker's marriage of 23 years ended in separation. However, her fashion business, on the other hand, was doing fabulously. She started her business at age 40, and in 2024, the VW financial fortune is worth a staggering $650 million. Booyah! She was ranked 34th on Forbes' list of America's richest self-made women in 2018. However, her brand has been acquired by WHP Global in December of 2024. She remains in her position as CEO and Chief Creative Officer and shareholder. WHP is reportedly one of the fastest growing brand management and acquisition firm. They manage powerful consumer brands that generates over $7 billion in global retail sales. Wang at 75 follows a non-rigid philosophy of age is nothing but a number and do what seems comfortable to you. She blames the trend of people being overcritical and judgmental on others to the rise of social media. In the interview with BBC March 7, 2025, she says, looking back at 90s and 2000s, I do not see that obsession with aging that I have felt in the last 2 decades. We did not have social media then. From her recent daring red carpet reveal with a plunging V-neck dress on a skeletal body, which we all saw during the 2025 Met Gala, it indicates that the famous fashion icon is not alluring the recent media scrutiny and anyone's bad talk to intimidate her. She remains true to her edgy style unapologetically. The micro minis, the tight fitting, the plunging neckline, her big hairdo, lean silhouettes, it doesn't matter. After all, what is style if it is not an individual's expression of self? Go Vera,